How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Master Beer Reviews, back to get another review. And it's a Jack Yo's beer. The last of my little Jack Yo's little procurement, little lot sent to me by Josh from Mount Ohio Way. Thank you very much, Josh. He sent me off a big box of Jack Yo's. And that does not suck. He wrote and he's like, hey man, I'm going to send you some beers. And I went, hey, that doesn't suck. And they were Jack Yo's, so it didn't suck even not suckier ways. And yeah, so he sent these off. I did quite a few of them. Probably got a box of like 4, 5, 6, 7 or so beers, give or take. There were so many, and this is the last one, and this is their Dark Apparition, and it is with vanilla and coffee. Yeah, and bourbon barrels. That does not suck. So super excited to give this a whirl. I'll save this one for last because I thought this was going to be the one that really turned me on the most. Assumptions go by the way of asses out of yous and me's and things like that. So let's take it for what it is. As far as what it actually says in a bottle, it says Jack Yo's Vanilla and Coffee Bean Bourbon Barrel Dark Apparition. It says on here, it says, this hauntingly good brew in your hand is rife with dark complexities. 7 malts were used to create deep flavors of coffee, chocolate, and caramel and molasses. A hint of bitterness and herbal character from the carefully selected European American hops helps support the monolithic maltiness. There's a fucking really... It's like a Norwegian death metal band. Monolithic maltiness. This special batch was aged in bourbon barrels and conditioned on vanilla beans and whole coffee beans. A truly decadent brew that is intended to be poured into your favorite snifter and given time to warm up from its dark and cool resting place. So there you go. I wouldn't really call this a snifter. It's more of a tulipy kind of thing. Tulipy snifter. But... it's one of my favorites, so... Oh, label-wise, it's Dark Apparition. Just different coloration and words, but that doesn't suck because the label's pretty fucking badass. So, there you go. Crack that open. Pour this in, see what she's got. Dealing with some straight-up motor oil here. You know, that's the good thing about Jack Yo's with the Dark Apparition and a lot of their barrel-aged offerings. If you're actually bought, like, you know, a couple cases of these, and on your way home, you know, you're low on oil, you could always use these, because... that's what it's going to be, hopefully. In a good way. Anyway, half pink finger, malted malt colored head, and it's dark. How about that for descriptors? You know what I mean? I mean, what else do you want me to say? Head's not gigantic as you'd expect it to be, with an adjunct-laden, bourbon barrel-aged, huge beer like that. So, and it's dark. So how about we just skip to the nose? Ooh, huge vanilla. And I have a really hard time with vanilla, as I've stated ad nauseum with a lot of my reviews, but huge vanilla. And the coffee's there, but I'm getting like this, not burnt, but roasted coffee with a decent amount of bitterness, but that kind of bourbon barrel, spirity sweetness combined with vanilla is kind of battling back that kind of bitterness of that coffee. In a good way. So yeah, very vibrant, very up in your face, very, you know, it's not screwing around here. This is definitely, you know, what do I want to call this? I don't know. Because I always say 2x4 to the face, and I feel like I come up with something a little bit more snazzy. I don't know. Is it a Jimmy Superfly Snuka to your face? I don't know, because that dude probably murdered somebody, so it's a little bit creepy of an analogy. So yeah, I don't know. You know what it is? It's huge barrel. But not too much smokiness in there. A little bit of char, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of vanilla, combined from the vanilla, with a little bit of that burnt kind of bittering coffee. But the beer is still there. One of my favorite things about Jack Yo's, the beer is still there. You get a nice roasted malt from it. And like I said, that spirit is there. The barrel is there, but it's not overly hot. You know, it's a spirited beer. At the same time, it smells drinkable. So yeah, there you go. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, it's a good beer. A little bit thin. Good beer. Yeah. A little bit thinner than what I thought it would be. That's the first thing that kind of pops out to me. Is that the thinness. You're talking about, you know, the way it looks, the way it pours, the way it is. A lot of their other beers tend to be a bit dense. This has the thinness to it that's a little bit outside of what you typically get from those Jack Yo's kind of barrel-aged offerings. But what it loses in density, it definitely makes up in flavor. Vanilla is super vibrant in this. One of the most authentic vanilla flavors I got from a big, huge bourbon barrel aged beer in a while. And it's kind of hard to do. A lot of times that the vanilla comes off a bit more synthetic than you'd want it to. I think it's actually a perfect marriage between the actual vanilla that they put in the beer combined with the actual vanilla kind of marshmallowy coconutness you get out of a really nice bourbon barrel. The bourbon's there. It's definitely not a front runner, but it's close enough to kind of be like, okay, this is definitely a bourbon barrel. And the coffee's there, but the vanilla turns it into more like a coffee ice cream, as opposed to like a hot coffee, like a brewed coffee. So more like a cold coffee, an iced coffee, which is really cool. There's still a bit of bitter in there. There's a little bit of like bitter bitiness, I believe, from like a hop too. What year is this actually? This is 2017, so this is hot off the fucking press, which makes sense. I feel like that there's hops in there actually giving you a decent amount of bitterness to where it kind of shows up with all these other things going on. And the beer's still there. Nice roasted malt to it. The only thing, like I said, the really big knock I would give it, and it's not that big, it's just, it is apparent, is the density to it. It's a bit thin now. It being as fresh as it is, if you gave it some time, would it kind of come around and get some density to it? Could be. But at the same time, we should just have a little bit more to it. But yeah, it's absolutely delicious and absolutely schizophrenic, across the board, bonkers, weird, crazy, all over the place flavor bomb of a beer. This is not for the fleeting of heart, kind of gentle of heart people. This is definitely a exciting beer, a dessert beer, something that is very robust and is gonna, kind of make do all those things, make your butthole get tight and balls get tight and nipples vibrate and all those kind of things. Yeah, not too shabby. Let's put it that way. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better barrel-aged stouts that I've had as of late. Yeah, it's in there. It's just in there. And only reason I'm saying just in there is because I've had so many good ones. It's absolutely delicious. The thinness there, and it's missing something for me. I know I haven't said it yet. I wish there was maybe, a chili or a cinnamon in there, and I think it would take it next level. But then you're talking about a completely different beer. I believe that maybe might be their champion ground or Negro. But yeah, it's that good. But it just kind of misses the mark from being the best of the best that I enjoy. Value and availability, Jackie O is probably $10 to $15 for a little bottle like this. I'm assuming brewery only, maybe, I don't know. And just say, if you like, will you like this? If you like good beer, if you like barrel-aged beer, if you like big, robust beers, if you like coffee, if you like vanilla, definitely. If you like well-done barrel-aged programs, you'll like this beer, because that's what this beer is. It comes from one of the best barrel-aged programs in the country, as far as I'm concerned. So, I mean, pretty much every barrel-aged beer I've had from it has been stellar, minus maybe one. And that one was very nice. It wasn't bad by any means. So, yeah. Absolutely fantastic beer that if you're into these kind of beers that you should definitely seek out and track down. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places. And yeah, there you go. Another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice bourbon barrel aged Jackie O's beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.